The clanger, almost identical, as he also flings it, but doesn't quite fling it into his own net, but straight at the feet of the opposing centre-forward there. No wonder he wants to bury his head. There he goes again. Don't know his name, and I don't think we'll bother, because that's got to be the most embarrassing moment in his footballing career, I would think. Stan Powell of 9 Spicehall, Compton, Guildford, that's in Surrey, reminds me that tomorrow week will be the 72nd birthday of perhaps the greatest goal-scoring machine in British football history, William Ralph Dean, better known as Dixie, who in one season in the 1930s scored 60 First Division goals. Imagine that. Mr. Powell wonders if we can show the incomparable Dixie in action, and indeed we can in this fascinating little piece of film of the 1933 FA Cup final at Wembley, when Everton and Dixie Dean beat Manchester City 3-0. And here's how the newsreel commentator of the time reported it.
The Everton players are the first to be introduced to His Royal Highness by Dixie Dean, their captain and famous goal-scoring centre-forward. Cowan and Dean toss up under the eye of the referee, Mr. E. Wood of Sheffield. And is it an omen that the Everton captain wins with the coin? And so Manchester kick off against the sun and into a slight wind. The two captains fall out. Cowan, number 18, is acting as policeman to the dangerous Dixie, number 9. And the Everton centre-forward doesn't get a chance in these early stages. When he does, he misses it. Oh, Mr. Dean. What an open goal to dream about for the rest of your life. But within 2 minutes, the mistake is repaired. Stein has an easy shot when Langford, the City goalkeeper, pushes the ball out to his feet. Watch this throw-in by Britton, the Everton right half. His wonderful kick presents Dixie Dean with a chance in the goal mouth, which he doesn't miss this time. Congratulations to Dixie. Geldard, Everton's speedy right winger, is another hero of the conflict, giving Langford a lot of trouble with his accurate shots, centres and corner kicks. From one of the latter, Jimmy Dunn gets Everton's third goal, and a little right inside from Glasgow puts the issue finally beyond doubt. Head of the Second Division 1931, First League champions 1932, Cup winners 1933. What a record! Well played, Everton.
What lovely days. And before you're right in about the numbers on those shirts, in those days one team wore 1 to 11 and the other 12 to 22. Let's move on to our second game today, and again we go to a club where undersoil heating has allowed a match to be played. It's Leeds United against Manchester City at Elland Road, where curiously one end of the pitch has still got a bit of a covering of snow on it. A crowd though of 36,000 were there, drawn by Leeds' recent good form. Indeed, they've lost only one of their last 15 games. And no doubt too by the return to the First Division of Malcolm Allison, now coach once more to Manchester City. The pictures come from Yorkshire Television. The commentator's Martin Tyler. Leeds United are in the all-white strip.
Curry against Ranson. And another corner. Ranson, who got his chance at right back when Kenny Clement sadly broke his leg before Christmas playing against Ipswich. Again, it's Hart and Cherry waiting in the goal area. Eddie Gray in there too. Goes short for Frank Gray, who's not picked up. Near post, directing it wide. City nearly punished initially for ignoring Frank Gray, who quite unattended picked up the short corner, dinked it in towards the near post. Hart got in front of the defender, but Corrigan did enough to distract him. Graham looking to take on Watson. Owen getting back. Curry. Eddie Gray. He's trying to stretch City down the flanks. Frank Gray. Graham. Wouldn't come down for him, and it wouldn't come for Hawley. Now Flynn. What a muddle. Now Eddie Gray. And Power it was who stretched just in time to toe-end it away from Eddie Gray. But confusion reigning in the Manchester City goalmouth. It was Graham initially, it wouldn't come down for him on a couple of occasions. Then it brushed through Hawley, he couldn't reach it a second time, nor could Flynn. And then eventually it came towards Eddie Gray until Paul Power stepped in. Curry looks for Eddie Gray and finds him. Graham, hit cleanly. Great economy about the shot from Arthur Graham. When Eddie Gray picked him out, it was really one touch to control, and the second to send the ball thundering over Corrigan's crossbar. Madeley. Paul Futcher. Well, he slipped, which didn't help Leeds, but got a foot in there. Curry. Some width in it for Graham. Hawley. Oh, and is it an own goal? No. I think it was Watson who was involved. But players slipping and sliding. John Hawley nearly got in. In fact, it was Asa Hartford who nearly turned it past his own keeper. Twins. And it's Paul Futcher who's being singled out by Mr. Partridge for disputing the decision. May well have taken into account his foul earlier on Eddie Gray. Just delaying. Leeds have 6 players ahead of Curry. And it might come for Hawley. So John Hawley with that free kick with the outside of the right foot. Getting in front, in fact, of Hart, into the top corner. Hawley was onside there. It's Madeley's ball for Harris. Can this be 2? Corrigan's legs say no. Fine work from the big goalkeeper. Harris sent skating through the middle, tried to dummy Corrigan, who didn't buy it. Frank Gray. Hawley wants it to the far post. Harris flicks it on. And Donachie clears his lines for Shannon. Now a chance for City with a quick counter-attack. Owen for Power, and there's a man over to Power's left, it's Barnes. Top in a crucial challenge. Encouragement coming and the instructions from the new Manchester City chief coach. Leeds leading by John Hawley's goal. With perhaps an opportunity to grab an equaliser. In the wall, Kidd driving it, getting past the line of defenders but not past Harvey's dive. The ball scattered. Harvey fortunately saw the ball all the way. Mark Allison will surely be pleased with the effort he's drawn from Manchester City left to try and get something from it all. Certainly, it would be no travesty if City did get an equaliser. Kidd. Not on his favoured foot. Oh! Well, you expect it from Brian Kidd's left foot, but he worked it onto the right. And the substitute who's on as a defender comes up with a goal that Manchester City certainly deserve. From the moment he checked onto his right foot, it seemed that the danger had lessened. But Brian Kidd connected so sweetly, it flew through a crowd of players and into the top of the